Do you think? What are you doing,
Do we have
Peanut?
enough light? Should I bring
Yeah,
it
no,
on?
that's good. I'm not feeling like I need to be too
bright.
Too bright today.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Turn this over for now so we can.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
We switched the phones that we usually stream on YouTube on this phone and TikTok on this phone, and I think I'm liking this switch better.
Oh, okay.
Because for some reason it looks good on that one, and that angle looks good. You guys looking good tonight, crowd.
Oh, woo, it's a good crowd. Whoa, woo.
So what's up, everybody?
What's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Tomorrow's the first day of October.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, here, then pretend like I didn't say it. Go ahead, say
Oh my
it.
God, did you guys know what tomorrow is? It's October.
Woo, it'll be October.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll be October 1st. So tomorrow we have to start wearing our October shirts.
I gave myself a little bit of a hair trim. What are we thinking?
You couldn't wait, huh?
What are we thinking? Does it look
Okay.
good?
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't want to do anything crazy.
No, don't be crazy.
Well, because I started like trimming a little bit. I think I don't have quite enough hair for some of those haircuts that I showed that I like.
They might have extensions and shit in those.
That's what
pictures.
I think a lot of the time that's the case.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna stick with. I trimmed like a little bayang action, but like we're talking like
Very little.
I did
yeah,
like
just a little bit.
like
yeah.
just a few
Don't
little
you be
like
doing too much.
like you know.
Yeah.
But I feathered it like it's like you know. So we did a little.
She can put this on her resume.
You know, so I think this is the hair we're gonna stick with for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think if you look underneath, I've been letting the roots grow underneath, and I think I might just kind of start letting that happen because it kind of looks nice.
Yeah, a little ombre-ish.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's new with you?
We got ice cream. That's new.
Do you
guys
tell
want to
them
guess?
what happened with this yesterday?
Let's let them guess what kind of flavors we picked.
Yeah, guess what
Yeah.
flavors we got.
Yeah, you guess what flavors we picked for ice cream.
Do you want to tell them what happened with these yesterday?
So, this is that Talante ice cream because it was on sale. Buy one, get one, you know. And now we've had this brand before, and they're very good.
We haven't had this one in a while.
Yeah, we only buy it when it's on sale because it is kind of pricey, right? So, we're in the store, and Meg's like, you know, have a little hankering. Let's see what's on sale,
I was like,
right?
I need some ice cream.
Yeah, let's get some ice cream. So we're heading over to ice cream, and as we're selecting, she's heading for the Ben & Jerry's because that's on sale too. And I'm like, oh, Talante, we haven't had that in a while. So, as we're browsing the ice creams, Megan says to me, you know what's been coming up on my feed? All these people are having trouble opening the Talante, which I don't remember us ever having a problem, but we haven't had it in well over a year, so she says, yeah, she says, and all these people are making these videos. I'm like, you know, practically having to use a sledgehammer to get their ice cream open.
Yeah, I was like, I think I can probably pull up like a Reddit thread of people that have like mutilated the jars in different weird ways to get to their dang ice cream.
I had never heard about it. Well, I think she cursed our ice cream. We get home.
She's convinced I said it before. I thought I was saying it when we were having the issue.
No, you said it in the store.
But apparently she recalls that I said it before.
You said it in the store. And I still said, let's get this, because I'm like, that must be some other part of the country. That wouldn't be us. And so then when we get it home, Meg's like, Meg said, I think I'll have a little ice cream or something.
Yeah, I was like, I'm hungry. I don't want to quite make dinner yet.
Yeah.
Let me take a few bites of ice cream to hold me over.
And sure as shoops, she couldn't get the bugger open. And I said, well, just have some of mine. She couldn't get mine open either. I couldn't get them open either. So I called my sons and I said,
are you home?
Are you home? Are you home?
We're coming over.
Yeah, we just wanted to go for a little visit.
So Christine guessed mint and raspberry. So I think there's 2 different kinds of raspberry, and that ain't mint.
This ain't mint.
So I'll give mine away. Mine is the black raspberry chocolate chip because
She got black raspberry chocolate chip.
But I think they also have like a raspberry more like sorbetto like kind of one. But maybe I'm thinking of
No, I think I've seen it too. It's a little more red than that. So this one is my favorite. Let's go to Dubai. Pistachio. And I'll have you know, before I decided on this, I read the ingredients. Pistachio on this is the 3rd ingredient. I said, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Last night when I had a little bit of this, I put a little squirt of the
chocolate shell
on top.
And she said it was amazing.
I might need to sneak off and do that again. I don't know.
This is like one of the best pistachio ice creams. Haagen-Dazs is really good.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling super tip-top earlier. And so what are we going to do for the live stream? I said, why don't we just maybe have a little ice cream?
We'll do some ice cream for the live stream tonight. I said maybe after I'll make some pancakes or something. So, yeah.
So what are you guys having for dinner?
Yeah, are you guys having ice cream for dinner?
Also, what I was going to say, what is funny, I meant to mention, like last week when we were live, and I didn't, and this reminded me, it didn't remind me, I planned to talk about it, but this, okay, so, they're coming out with a Wicked 2 movie. They're coming out with another one, because the other one ended with To Be Continued.
And I didn't see it yet.
You haven't seen it yet. So that's what I was going to say, you need to watch it.
Yes, I do. Before 2 comes out, for sure.
And it's coming out in November.
That's weird.
I think it said November. I think it said November 21st. So it'll be when we come back from our trip.
They come out with new movies a lot on
right
Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving.
And some of them come out on Thanksgiving. That's supposed to be like a big movie day, too, for people.
But it's like Glenda and Alphaba.
But we don't really have any good theaters here, so. But is it made in the United States?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Even if it's an American film, if it was made abroad, I don't know if you guys heard this, the Don, said that he's going to put 100% tariffs starting today on films made out of the country. But if foreigners come here and make films, then that's okay. They're not going to be tariffed. But any films that are made out of the country are going to be 100% tariff. Always got to make sure you have room for ice cream. Oh, tonight's the last night for that other ice cream store. They're closing for the season. At 9 o'clock, I think it's 7.
The local ice cream shops are closing for the season tonight.
Then you have to get it at the market after that.
Yeah, tomorrow's October 1st. October's going to be a fun month.
Yep.
We're going to do, I don't know what, but we're going to make it fun. Right, guys? Because that's what you do in October.
Funtober.
You watch Halloween movies.
You go trick-or-treating.
And you get those little slice and bake cookies with the pumpkins.
That's right, with all the things.
And
you think they'll have the cats this year?
No. I don't. What are some other fall things? Apple picking. On Sunday, we were out driving, and we were by our local
Apple picker.
apple
Orchard.
farm. And before we got real close, I was like, oh, I bet there's a bunch of people there.
And it
Sure
was
enough.
loaded with cars.
Sure enough, we drove by and there was lots of cars that, oh, we're not going there today. It's so busy.
The next couple of days here are going to be super cold. It's going down in the 40s here at night.
Your son got the cats already?
The cat cookies? The Pillsbury, the little Pillsbury ones that are all like individual?
The cookies? Those were discontinued. I thought. Because I have a sweater that I got from TikTok Shop last year that had the pumpkin cookie. What's the other one?
There's a bat, a pumpkin,
It's not a bat. I have the dang sweater. They just came back? No
They did?
way. No, Christine, are you pulling my kitty
We
hairs?
looked everywhere last year for them because she wanted to make a little
Well,
video.
I think
with-
she's saying they came back this year. But you kidding me? The year that I didn't... It's a ghost, a pumpkin, and then the
the
cat
ghost.
ones.
That's what it was.
Thank you for the backdrop compliment. We're going to be changing this all fall, too.
We'll have to Google it. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of fall ones to put up.
Because I got this sweater last year. That was last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how dark my hair was.
Oh, it's so dark.
So dark. And I got the pumpkin and the ghost cookies, and I was on the lookout. Oh, Christine texted a picture. We can't really open it now.
Yeah, we'll open it after.
We'll open the picture after Christine.
We're going to have to get them now. They better have them in our store. Is it only in certain places?
Because last year I went on a hunt and then looked it up and it said that they were like discontinued. Pillsbury cat cookies.
Halloween cat, probably.
It says you can Instacart and DoorDash them.
Oh, boy.
But that's what it says. Are they at Target? Because I thought, because we went to Target because I was like, oh, if they'd be anywhere.
Do you
they'd
know
be at
if your
Target.
son got them at Walmart or where?
Well, it looks like they are at Target. So that they might,
Maybe
our
only-
local grocery stores might not have gotten them.
They might be an exclusive for Target. Sometimes stores will do that just to get you in. They'll do like an exclusive.
But I could have sworn,
Not sure where he got it.
because the new ones that they have, I think this year are the Sugar Skull ones.
Right, I saw those. They had those.
Pillsbury's giving us all the nostalgic, spooky vibes this fall with the return of cookie dough that's been gone for more than a decade. Oh, I guess the Sugar Skulls was another one that was a comeback.
Yeah. And I did see those at our store. But the cats might be an exclusive for Target. You never know. Well, we're going to be on the lookout, you guys. Are you guys tapping? Because, you know what? TikTok hasn't been pushing my videos and stuff because they said you guys aren't supporting me enough.
You guys aren't being friends.
Yeah. We might stop coming live on TikTok if they keep that up. Or go subscriber only.
How about them apples? Well, now we will be on the hunt. I will be doing a photo shoot round 2.
We can get the skulls too because they're the old ones. We never got
Yes,
those.
we will be getting all 4.
If
like
they-
the rich
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I need a bite.
Mine's really good. So yeah.
So what are you guys' fall plans? You know, what's going on? What's the haps?
We might go apple picking still. We don't know yet. We'll see. We do it every year, so.
If we don't apple pick, we at least go walk around the orchard.
Yeah. And sample while we're there.
And then we go, no, you know, these apples just aren't for me.
And they have so many kinds. And
That's
then
a life hack.
I don't even, right?
One year I brought a jar of peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. She did.
Might bring caramel this year.
Mmm. Imagine you go in there with like a whole charcuterie board. Set up a whole little picnic.
You read my mind.
And selecting, because they have like, they must have like 40 different kinds of apples and pears that grow there, and pawpaws. Imagine selecting apples and pears and whatever, setting up your charcuterie board, pouring a glass of cider or wine or something, and oh my God, that would be so funny.
Well, it'd be funny if you brought little tags and like a marker. And like as you picked the apples from the tree, like pick one Macintosh and put it down and write a little tag for it.
Yeah.
And grab like one of each apple and put it on the board and then like
you have a pairing.
slice them. And have like, and then have the little stuff on the board, you know.
Oh, that would be funny. Can you imagine the owners coming out and seeing someone doing that in the middle of their field? You definitely want to go further back up into the orchard when you're setting up. That or closer to your car for a quicker getaway.
That would be funny.
You know, it's like our orchards in our area and our vineyards too are like in the middle of like nowhere land, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't really have like homeless people.
Oh, Christine said he said it was at Target.
Oh.
Guess we'll be making
So
a Target run.
they might be only at Target.
Because sometimes our grocery stores are lame. Because we're kind of like
A lot
small
of times
town.
they're lame. But, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
I forgot what you were saying too.
Shoot.
I feel like you were saying something about the boys or something. I don't know.
No, somebody asked how many kids I have. 3 children. Adults.
I'm sorry, I cut you
No,
off. Whatever you were saying.
What was I saying?
Is anyone paying attention?
Oh, I know what I was going to say. So all of our like orchards and vineyards and stuff are like pretty much a ways out there. So like homeless people aren't going to go out there to like eat. You know what I mean? But you know what I've always amazed at? I know in like downtown our area, and I know they have in other areas too. They have like these little city gardens where people can go in and have their own little like plot. And you go in and you take care of it and you can grow tomatoes or whatever because say you don't have a yard, you know. But there's nothing stopping people from going in and taking your tomatoes and stuff that you're growing. You know what I mean? I'd be bummed. Imagine, you don't have a yard and you want to really do it and say you're doing it with your kids to teach them all about it. And then you go and people have been taking all your stuff. I guess
That's the community. That's how the community works.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's how that works. So, we are starting to think a little more as our trip's getting closer each week about it.
About what?
Our trip.
Oh.
We have our suitcases ready. They're not packed though, but we have suitcases.
Let's talk about other stuff. Because it's always away.
Oh, okay.
We got a lot of fall activities to do before then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been
We
seeing
got
some...
cookies to find.
We do. I've been seeing some other stuff popping up.
Oh, no. I just realized.
You didn't put your chocolate stuff on it.
But what are we going to have for a late night snack if I finish this right now?
I can make some brownies.
But are you going to really make them?
I can do that.
I also probably won't have much of a sugar hankering if I finish this right now.
Yeah.
It's that bacon time of year. I ain't talking pigs. We're going to be baking some stuff.
We'll be doing some bacon. Yeah. We still have a lot of sunflowers, too. I think it's because we got ours in so late. I think we have more sunflowers than anybody else around.
I got a lot of seeds to collect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because my son was so impressed with the sunflowers this year. I mean, he had some over on the farm, but they didn't do as well. Like he didn't like the ones that they grew as much as these. And so he wants some of our seeds, which there's so many seeds. And he wants to do a ton of sunflowers next year. So that's...
Is there any new, like, Halloween or, like, fall movies this year? I still haven't seen a soul post about that Wednesday show. And all the episodes are out now.
Nope. Nothing's come up on my feed about it. It must have been a bust. I think their whole timing was off on it.
I was just gonna look. Oh, I was gonna look up Wicked 2. Yeah, the release date for Wicked 2 is November 21st of this year.
What day of the year? Oh, week does it fall on? Do you know? Tuesday.
It's probably a Friday. Yeah, Friday.
That's probably the Friday before Thanksgiving. Do you guys ever? Is there anybody on here that goes to the movies on Thanksgiving?
Y'all been doing that or what?
We've never gone. I used to buy the latest VCR or DVD, whatever, that came out like for the kids and stuff for a Thanksgiving gift, and then we'd watch those. But I know a lot of people watch football too on Thanksgiving, so. And I cannot imagine, after eating a huge Thanksgiving dinner, the last thing I'd want to do is go and sit in a movie theater. I'd be afraid I'd fall asleep.
You would.
Especially if it was a really comfortable one.
You would.
I would. You know those real comfortable theaters, you know? Some of them are really comfortable. But I've never been on a Thanksgiving. I guess it's good, like, if you're someplace that you're not near family, you know, nobody invites you over for Friendsgiving or whatever. Is Friendsgiving actually on Thanksgiving, or is Friendsgiving supposed to be, like, the day before or something?
Friendsgiving, I think some people celebrate. It's kind of like, I don't have any friends, so I've never been to a Friendsgiving. Yeah. But I think it's, like, generally, like, people with a friend group, like, depending where you live and, like, if people are going to be in town, like, close to Thanksgiving, like, if all your friends are, like, from far away but are coming to town the week of Thanksgiving, they'll probably do it, like, a few days before. And everyone just kind of potluck, like, brings, like, Thanksgiving stuff. But, like, I think rich people, it's probably, like, an even different, it's probably, like, catered for rich people.
Or they all go to a restaurant.
Or something. But, like, I think some people, I've seen some people do them as early as, like, November 1st.
Wow.
Well, because, like, if it's, like, everyone's going out of town the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're right.
Or stuff. Then, and if people are, like, working up until they leave or whatever, sometimes they fit it in like the first weekend in November or whatever.
I think that's probably started with like college kids because they're
That's it,
all
yeah.
back home, from college for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Or the kids that didn't go home and are still at the dorms for Thanksgiving,
All
all get together and have a Friendsgiving because they're not going home for
right,
kind of thing.
Yeah, because some schools you only get off like 4 or 5 days, and if you don't have a lot of money and you're there on scholarship, and it's an expensive flight, it's expensive to fly at the holidays, to fly back home. Yeah.
But like I know my brother goes to like Friendsgiving, and sometimes they're.
Yes, it's pistachio.
Sometimes Friendsgiving can be at like any point in the month. That like.
One of my sons still does Friendsgiving with their friends.
Yeah.
Every year.
I drew. You guys are making me want ice cream. I'm full of ice cream now.
Ice cream is like any time of year food.
Duh. And the funny thing is, Mom, yesterday when we were getting the ice cream, she was like, "Oh, like we have brownies. Like I'll make a brownie mix for dessert at home." And I was like, "Okay, like sounds good." And I was like, "But
there must be some ice cream on sale."
I was like, I got a hankering like for something like maybe we need to like put some ice cream on the brownies.
She got spoiled by the brownies last week.
And then last night, she didn't make the brownies, and we just ended up eating ice cream.
We did.
And once again, there's no brownies, and the ice cream's going to be gone. So
that's how that happens.
So I think maybe the resolution for 2026 is maybe we will start having some healthier. I mean, this is healthier as far as like ice creams go, I think. But I don't know, maybe this 2026, maybe we'll, this hernia, once I'm healed from it, maybe it'll be kind of an awakening that we need to kind of like
have pretzels instead?
No, like have like maybe like some like supplements in the cabinet and like maybe eat some like healthier meals and like maybe like exercise a bit.
She sounds like it's like New Year's like.
Well, also you are going to be forced into it because I am going to be forced into taking care of you as you get older, and I don't want you to fall and break a hip or get a hernia like me.
Yeah.
And then I have to carry you everywhere. I'm simply just not strong enough for that. So we need to start making you super ripped now.
Oh, so I can carry myself.
So I
can carry you.
So that in worst case scenario, you can carry me. Because I definitely can't carry you. So.
Okay.
Christine said my mom just had her hip replaced. Oh I didn't know that, Christine. I wasn't trying to.
Well, it's
it's a real thing though.
Yeah, but I understand it's a much easier surgery than it used to be a lot of years ago.
Like I'm joking about it, but I also am serious that I heard being fit works better than Botox.
Wow.
So like we want to keep you looking young, and them hips, we don't want them lying, because your name's not Shakira, and so we might be doing we could do some Zumba.
We could.
In the living room with the TV. See, she's getting into it. Yeah. She's a month out now. Oh, good.
Yeah, I've heard it's a much easier surgery, recovery-wise now.
With new technology.
Than it used to be.
Yeah, but I would like you to keep your hips right where they are.
Me too.
And me too, because...
And my hips are in good shape.
Because apparently I'm at risk of a hip dip, flipping, and chipping.
Oh, look at that.
I know. That's a triple threat.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So let's see what else.
Hers was in front, back is the worst. Oh. See, we haven't done much homework about it because we're hoping that we never have
to research that.
Yeah.
Well,
but thank you for the information.
Yeah. I had this realization, I think it was either earlier today or yesterday or something. And I said to Megan, oh my God, my much, much, much older sister just went last weekend to her 45th class reunion. I said, wow, like, that's crazy. But, I mean, she's much, much older than me.
But did you see any of the pictures of her?
Of the reunion?
No, they posted on Facebook. She looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. She's active, and she's looking good and young, and she's not looking like she's got a hernia. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe we need to, like, get more active.
Okay.
I think I need to do some of these.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think I need to do some, but I shouldn't do it until the hernia's fixed.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get some, like, Jane Fonda workout.
If that'll fondle your then that's me out there, Kristen.
Yeah. Well, we could.
I remember you used to hit some of those when we were at the beach in Florida. We'd be laying on the beach, and all of a sudden, we'd be laying there, and I was like 16 or something, and she'd hit some of these, and I'd be like, "Girl, what are you doing? Like, you are making a scene." But like now, I'd be laying on the beach hitting like.
She's saying, "I'm doing it with you,"
and I'm hit. So
left, right.
So,
yeah.
Christine, maybe if we come on live and do them, you can do them with us.
Yes. Yeah.
And it can be like a little live workout.
We could do it as like a little support group.
But the thing is, what's his name with the afro and the headband and the sweat thing?
Richard Simmons.
That's how I'm going to be dressing.
We should dress like Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda and stuff. Mm-hmm. That would be really fun.
You be Jane, I'll be Rich.
Okay.
And
we'll put the tapes on, and we'll come on. We'll do them live. And Jane Fonda, remember she did the jazzercise? My mother used to do that. Oh no, thanks. It could be a spectator sport for you, Christine.
Come on, Christine.
We won't make you get up like in a box and do it or anything.
We don't want to be crunchy and cracky in 2026. We gotta work those hips. Come on, ladies. I need to get a headset.
Yeah. But it's gotta be the old-fashioned big ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the only good ones.
Yeah.
No other headset is good. I mean, really, who likes those little, tiny...
Yeah. And they, like, fall out so easy.
I remember I did my Hannah Montana costume for Halloween when I was, like, 12, 13 or something. And I wanted the big, like...
Oh, yeah.
Pop star mic and whatever. And I ended up, I think, using one of, like, Dad's, like, that he used for the computer.
The headsets.
Like, that
and
had,
then,
like, the mouth thing on it. And... like, stuck the cord, like, in my pocket, and...
like, she was the real thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking her for autographs. They're going, Hannah, Hannah!
Yeah. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I don't know, maybe I could wear one of your costumes.
They might fit some of...
Yeah.
You might fit them better than me, so I
don't know about that, but
she's got a little more boobage in the oobage than me, so they might. I put on. Mom got me a Oktoberfest dress, very cute. And whenever Mom orders me things, I say order them in a small because I've recently come to the realization I always buy big clothes, but I am in fact a small.
Yeah.
And sometimes even Like, especially when it's, like, tighter things or things that I want to look a little more
sexy,
voluptuous in the chesticle area.
chesticle.
That sometimes
Is there a specialty for that, like in like medicine?
well, it's
chesticles?
just like my boobs aren't much bigger than a set of testicles, so it's like they're kind of yeah. So whenever I want to get like a top or something that I need a little more of a boom, you know, you get like a small, especially, or like even an extra small. So I tried on the Oktoberfest dress,
and
it was like swimming on me, and I was like,
was it a small?
No,
wasn't it?
I don't know. I thought it was. So I had to work a little. Magic.
That's what they made them push-ups for.
Yeah, I had to push up on, and then I had the inserts in. Because, like, if you look up the Oktoberfest girls,
they look like Huda girls.
They got them.
They look like them Huda girls
on them.
You know them German tatas.
They got them things on them.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow. One thing about me, I think I got maybe 2-3% German in me. And ain't no schnitzel in my titzel.
It's in her testicles.
Yeah, apparently.
Her breasticles.
So, yeah, so that little costume didn't get quite filled out appropriately, but you would probably look real German in that
Would
dress.
I'll put a couple of braids, you know, and
you'd probably look real authentic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am not sure. I have not selected a costume. We don't have any parties to go to, but you mean like to maybe?
Well, I mean, how many people is considered a party?
Yeah, the three of us.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when you go to like a restaurant or something, they're like
party of
three.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We all have costumes. Technically, I could probably maybe get something on the birds. We know how trying to dress them up went.
We do have costumes for them, but yeah.
I mean, like technically, the birds could like join the costume party. We could.
Maybe they could just come like as birds.
They could be like part of my costume.
Yeah.
Like I could wear like my Snow White outfit or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Or you could be a tree and just put like a nest on your head
and. You know. Maybe one of them could ride on Tatum's back and she could be a horse and they could be like a cowboy.
Yeah. Or Lady Godiva.
So, you're driving to North Carolina on Halloween? Oh.
Right, because that's her son's wedding that weekend.
I'm going to put these away so they don't melt.
Because the wedding's on the 1st? Because Halloween's Friday this year, right? Excuse me. Oh, November 2nd. So they're getting married on Sunday? Down there in that Bible Belt. Is it a big wedding too, Christine?
Thinking after this, maybe I'll make some French fries.
Oh, make it and dip them in the rest of your ice cream?
Could have that as dinner. Could make some French fries or something.
Oh. We went from German to French now.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever Talante was that Italian?
I think so, yeah. I think
oh, wow. We're just, without a passport, we're all over the place tonight.
My hair looks good today. I think
it's... A small, about 45. Oh, that'll be nice.
The haircut helped.
Are either of your daughters in the wedding?
Oh, sounds like Tatum's getting a toy.
Toy? Toy? Toy?
Oh, we have those leftover burgers in the fridge.
We do. Megan made burgers last night. And
we could have French fries and burgers.
We could. And usually when we make burgers, we'll make like 4 instead of 2. And so that way you have 2 just to warm up for the next meal. You know, you don't have to clean the pan twice that way.
You didn't bring a toy back? You got enough on the couch here already? But yeah, last night I made burgers and they was a little rare because I haven't made burgers in quite a while.
You might say almost raw. Oh, some people might say.
It's funny how you was being real polite when
I
I was serving it up, and you took a bite, and you was saying, and you said, "No, this is fine. This don't worry about it."
I was being so polite.
But then I had to nuke them a little bit because like they was good on the outside. I don't know what happened. They was a little raw in the middle, and you know how the microwave works. It cooks from the inside out.
That's right.
So yeah, I can't overcook them tonight. So yeah, tonight they'll be
perfect. True. That's right. Well, sometimes it is hard to tell how it looks inside.
Well, and I was like smushing them, and I made them pretty smushy.
And it was good hamburger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But after I nuked them a little bit, they were fine.
Oh, okay.
You didn't think so?
I thought so. I ate mine. I ate mine all up, every bite. I didn't even share it with Tatum. Because she had her own big meal first.
Hey guys, life hack. If you have a dog...
If you're not dining right now, if you're dining, you might... Go ahead.
I wasn't going to get that graphic. I was just going to say, if you have a dog that scoots, that has itchy anal glands, that you need to take them to the vet to get expressed because you don't want to be the bad guy to stick a finger up their butt, we found a life hack for you and for our Tatum. So many times when you like Google and whatever, a lot of the time, like when dogs are having any kind of like poop issues, like wherever they'll say pumpkin is a good like fiber, like whatever. And so for years, are you having fun back there?
I can hear her back there.
For years, we would get her like the canned pumpkin.
The organic, in a can makes it easy.
And it clicked to me, like a few weeks ago. I was like, wait a minute, because we have a can of like pureed squash or something in the cabinet.
Yeah.
And I was gonna open it up for her and start mixing it in her dinner because she had been scooting a little bit, and it occurred to me, I was like, that's never worked before in the past.
Yeah.
Like
she likes it.
It tastes good, like whatever. It's never really done anything like
that
I've noticed.
That's obvious.
Like, yeah. And I was like, well, because the freaking puree is like a pumpkin smoothie.
Yeah.
There ain't much fiber.
They've spun it out. Like, yeah.
They've made like this smooth pumpkin that you can, make pies
without the pulp
whatever. And yeah. And so I was like, wait a minute. What if we get her some actual
squash?
Like squash. Oh, I know. Well, you're putting your tail right up under Mommy's butt, and then you're getting upset when Mommy's butt moves.
But we have given her real pumpkin before, though, when we've had it.
Yeah, and real squash.
Yeah.
But never, like, consistently add it to her diet. So, we added, she now gets ground chicken, green beans, and some hunks of butternut squash. And the butternut squash is
doing its thing.
Better for her butt
than
butter.
Butter be good.
Made her butt better, but because she has not scooted since the day she started eating it, and I think it's got that good fiber and stuff that she's getting everything out.
She's doing it
and not feeling like scootin' bootin'.
Yeah.
Magootin'.
She's scootless.
So if anyone has little dog, big dog, any kind of long dog, any kind of short dog, any kind of hot dog, cold dog.
That's right.
Every
one of them dogs.
If they do a little scoot on their butt, if they got a little itchy behind, you really doing it now. Tatum likes to sit right up against people.
Yeah.
And then get upset when they move.
When you move.
Like the slightest inch. She's like, wait, whoa, huh?
When you were there first, and then
Yeah, Tatum loves the pumpkin puree, but I don't think the
It's as good for
puree
her.
itself was enough. They need like the actual like vegetable
Like-
or whatever
like-
you call it.
The fiber, the
Yeah.
so so you just blanch. I mean, it's not like a full on boil it out, but you just kind of blanches and made it a little soft, which you can give it to them raw, but you blanch it and made it a little soft, so it's giving it to her in the cubes.
Yeah, I cook it
Yeah.
in a little bit of water enough
And
that
it's peeled.
Yearns for hot dog jello.
She does.
But yeah, I just kind of like boil it up so that it's like easier to digest, that it's not too rough. Maybe sweet potato too. For some reason, whenever I've tried to give her sweet potato, I think it's a little too.
She likes it, but
I think sweet potato is more starchy than it is like fibery. But I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV.
My son's dog, though, there was very few things that it could eat. He was like allergic to almost everything. He was a huge dog too. He was half Burmese and half Black Lab, and he was like allergic to everything. But that was one of the few things he could have was sweet potato. And so
You're playing with fire back there, Ma.
So he got his share.
She's like just casually scratching her
in
back.
in his life of his sweet potato. He could have like duck, sweet potato. I mean, salmon. He was.
Why are we taking the focus off Tatum?
Oh, we can circle back to Tatum.
See, that's what I said too, Tate.
It's pretty carby when their food has carbs. Yeah.
She just gets.
We make her food, so.
She just gets protein and carbs.
Yeah.
What's the other?
The green beans.
Yeah, I know, but like, what are you supposed to get? Like protein, carbs, and
dessert.
What's the like third thing? You don't know.
Is Tatum's dad blonde?
Grains. Grains are carbs. There's like protein, carbs, and why don't you know? You fed 3 kids and you don't know the
Because that's not a food group. It's like meat, and vegetables, fruit, sugars.
But there's new food groups.
Yeah.
And it's protein,
but my kids aren't new.
I'm new to you every day. I'm a new person.
Like Groundhog Day.
When I wake up. I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't have to know this stuff, but you have kids.
Tatum hear that. Oh my God.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to learn it so that I know how to feed her. Protein, carbs, and I don't know. Because like, what do the like meatheads eat when they cut out when they eat keto? They don't just eat protein.
Fats.
I think fats is what.
So it'd be like butter and lard.
Why don't your daughter have kids? She looks over 26.
Do you ever hear that the population in the United States has like come down like crazy by crazy numbers? There's a reason for that. Because a lot of people aren't having kids anymore.
Is 26 the number where it's
is
just
that
like
over the hill?
Where baby? No baby?
Where'd the baby go?
You must baby. You 26 baby. Where baby? You no baby no more. Where baby?
What did you do with your baby?
Where baby? You 26 must have baby. I didn't know that was like a thing like that. The way you lumped that in there is. She looks over 26. Where's baby?
Christine, you should be a grandmother too. Where's your babies?
Where's baby?
Where's your babies?
No reason for 26, no baby. No.
You know what? When I was 26, I still had no baby.
No baby.
I had no baby when I was 26. Just saying.
Anyways.
But, yeah, and don't
I
say that
have-
too loud because Tatum's here.
I
And
have-
she'd be very sad.
I have 3 babies.
You had
right
3
here.
babies at 26.
Well, Christine.
No, that's because you had triplets at 26, Christine.
Really?
No.
Oh, I was just saying, wow.
No.
Technically, I have 3 baby.
She has 3 babies.
I have 2 bird baby and 3 baby right here.
The twins in the other room, she keeps them in a cage.
Population not declining in this house. House full of women.
That's right. And we're all female house. That's true.
Got all my children.
All girls. We can all procreate.
But, like, even if, like, they say, like, the population's declining, whatever, what if the people that are trying to sustain the population currently and are having babies, what if, for the next 10 years, what if everyone just has girls?
Right.
Women age with time, that's why. Men no age? Men are no aging with time? How do?
How are they getting bald and everything?
How are men? You're right. Men don't age with time. Men just age, and it's quick, and they're bald at 26.
At 20, and they should be having the baby.
You know how many people I know that are over 26 and very little hair? Very many. Is shocking.
Yes.
Is shocking.
Hey, you had 12 children? Oh my gosh. Oh, your name's Irish, Dave. No, Dave, you didn't have 12. Your wife had 12. But did you hear just this week the oldest baby was just born in the United States? It was 30 years old. The baby was 30 years old. So the child was actually from a cryogenic thing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it had been in a tank for 30 years. And the people that got the fertilized egg and sperm, it wasn't related to them at all. The people that it came from had 4 fertilized, and they only used 1. And the other 3 were still in there. And I don't know whether they released it or after 30 years that you lose custody of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I had heard about that.
But was just born today. And so they were saying it's the first 30-year-old born. It's the oldest one that had been in cryogenics, or however they call that, for that long.
Yeah, that's cool.
But can you imagine? It was inseminated 30 years ago. They, and 30 years later, they could actually bring it to fruition.
Wonder if the baby was older than the parents.
Yes, the baby was older than the parents. They said that if it had been born back then, it would have been their older sibling.
That confused the crap out of me because I'm like, no matter how long that has been in the freezer, there's no way it's older than its parents. But you mean who the mommy it got inseminated into, who's having the baby now,
is younger than than the eggs.
But I thought you're like, oh, it's like older than it. Like my brain was like, wait, there's no amount of years that would make it in the freezer. Like because that like if I went and froze my eggs now, even if it was 30 years from now, I'm still gonna be 58, 59, and that is still gonna be only 30. Like,
right.
But yeah.
But they put it in someone younger. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm special.
But they.
This one, not a kid.
I mean, I don't know how long they can keep them in there, but some people have the eggs frozen, and the sperm's frozen separate. But these are ones that are actually fertilized eggs.
You think he might have been born with freezer burn or frostbite?
It was so funny because when you look at the baby. He did look like kind of old.
like
did you see the newborn pictures? Google it.
But
you'll see.
But like
he looks kind of old.
Like in the Frozen movie, I think one of the sisters has like a blonde streak or something. Maybe the baby will come out with a blonde streak, and it'll be like the little freezer burnt spot.
Yeah.
Like little frostbite spot.
You can Google, and I
what
think
am I
I
Googling?
think it's the little boy, the oldest baby born. It was just born, so.
Okay. Oldest
And it's 30.
baby born. So he was born in July, dear.
Was it?
That's what, when you're like, he was born today, I'm like, I don't know, I think I heard about it a while ago.
Did you? For some reason, I thought it was just
in
this past
July.
week. Was it? But see if they show a picture, and you'll see he looks like a little old man. Oh, that's not the picture
like a
I
baby.
saw.
He just look like a baby.
But it's a boy, right?
Yeah. He look like a baby.
What state did it say? That's the I think that's the parents there.
Thanks. Yeah, I put that together.
Yeah.
I don't know what state it was.
But can you imagine giving birth to a child that could have, like, had it been born when it was actually, like, you know.
The Pierces used an adopted embryo from an adoption agency. From an embryo.
How do you adopt an embryo?
I don't know. Why don't you call up Lindsay and Tim Pierce of Ohio?
How do you adopt it? Maybe legally you have to, because maybe they consider that to be life. So maybe it's actually an adoption. So if you adopt it as an embryo, then...
Well, and so that's what I had seen. I think there was a similar case to this.
Then they can't lay claim to it if they've given up adoption rights.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think there was a similar case to this because, like, it says the woman that, like, is embryos that they were has, like, a 10-year-old daughter now or something, and she just wanted to have one child, I think it said, and so they harvest a few.
Oh, they always do that,
them,
yeah.
And she had the one kid that she wanted, whatever, or couldn't have anymore after that, and so then the rest kind of get abandoned.
And often they implant more than one, because it's such a procedure and all to get to that point.
But I was going to say, I think I heard or saw, like, a similar case where, like, the people had their one or two children or whatever, and there was leftover embryos in a similar situation, and that the kid was, like, 3 or 4 in this other instance, and met the kid that was from
their
same
sibling,
embryo.
literally.
Yeah, their sibling, essentially.
Biological sibling.
And the sibling was, like, 20 years older or something like that. And was she pregnant for a year? No, not that.
No, it was 9 months. It was a pregnancy, regular pregnancy. But that's really funny, though. I mean, not funny, but to think that they could inseminate, they could actually join them, fertilize the egg, and then leave it frozen in a frozen state for 30 years and bring it back to life, essentially.
Well, and because I think also what I had seen was talking about the potential dangers of the whole egg embryo adoption thing, because, like, depending how many there are, they'd have to be, like, spaced out enough that it wouldn't be that, like, a whole generation of, like, the same genetics is born of kids, that, like, everyone that can't have kids is adopting from, like, the same batch of, because then...
Yeah, because how many eggs you produce and how many they join, especially if they were selling them.
Right, and because then all those kids that are later born, then there's the risk, especially depending the radius.
They could meet their cousins.
That, 20 years down the line, they're saying, Mom, here's my boyfriend. And they go, oh, geez.
You look just alike.
I got something to tell you. You can't date anyone in this town. Like, but, like, actually, I think that there was something that was an actual concern.
Yeah. But I can see, though, where... if they did an actual adoption, that would make sense, because then the biological parents couldn't lay any claim to them later.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because that's very difficult on someone, once you've carried this child.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not then like a surrogate or anything.
Right.
You've...
Yeah.
you've legally adopted this,
and if you planned for it, you nested for it, made it a nursery
and
everything.
then and for 30 years you didn't want the, and now all of a sudden because you changed your mind.
Yeah.
So I can see where that probably cuts through a lot of legal red tape.
Yeah. Like one girl that I'm mutuals with on like Instagram and TikTok, whatever, something like that happened to her. Like she has like 2 lesbian moms, and so they like adopted embryos, and then later on in life.
Oh, so they didn't even use their own eggs.
Right.
Oh.
And they like something.
So I know a lot of lesbian couples, they'll use their own eggs and just have them inseminated.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was something that like, and so later in life, like 15 years later, they were like contacted and said that there was something that happened, whether it was one of those instances where like a doctor goes in and like inseminates a bunch. No, where there's like those sickos that want to like spread and
their
have
own
as many
children
children with as many, like Elon.
Yeah.
Like got a weird thing like that. It was like a situation like that, where she now has found out that she has like 45 siblings.
I heard about that. Yeah, not long ago I heard about that.
Yeah, and that she, like, for the past like 5 or 6 years, whatever, since she found out or whatever, each year has been like meeting and connecting with new siblings of hers, because they all like have like made this like group chat. They all like,
and there's always the chance that you could have the same sperm donor. But to have both genetics is...
Right. And so that's what I can't recall actually if her situation might have been a sperm donor or an embryo. But I know she's been finding out about more and more siblings.
Right, because if it's just the sperm, then she's only half siblings with them.
Right. But still, you don't want everyone to be half siblings out in the world.
Yeah.
After a while, you'll start having some interesting genetics come back.
Yeah.
The old inbred.
Yeah, like happens down in the hills in West Virginia, they say. Way out in the back country.
Need a bit of diversity.
Yeah.
So anyways, what a lovely chat we're having here.
Just full circling around.
Just sure enough.
Yeah. But, it'd be interesting, I mean, to know how long they can actually freeze them. That's just crazy. Well, now, did we talk about this already? About over in China that you don't even need a human person, that they're incubating them.
Oh, God, yeah, I think we talked about
this. Without even having a person. They're getting an egg and a sperm, and they're doing the whole process, like, in... like a box, or you know what I mean? They're not even having it in a person.
Yeah, I think we talked about it, and I was like, hey, maybe maybe I'd have a kid then. If I didn't have to do all the... But,
It's pretty crazy. Because they could do too many altering things then, and...
Well, thankfully, I'm only 25, so I don't need to have baby. You have to, once you're 26, wear a baby. But thankfully, I'm only 25.
Yeah, so you have plenty of time.
Yeah. I don't need baby. So
no baby. Don't have to order no boxes.
No. No big eggshells coming to our door.
No.
Yes. I would hate to find out I was a box baby.
I know, it's like, a box of wine, right? You'd rather be like a fine bottle of wine, right?
I know, imagine like 20 years... No, imagine if, like, you had one kid normally, and you're like, I do not want to do that again.
I'm just done.
I'm having a box baby for my second one. And then, like, you're sitting around at dinner, like, 10 years later, you got your homegrown baby Timmy sitting at the table,
and
10 years
and
old.
box baby
and
Bob.
You got box baby Bob, a ripe 7 or 8 years old, sitting at the table, and they've been feuding over whatever all day. And finally, homegrown Timmy says, well, at least I ain't no box baby, Bob. And Bob goes, What do you mean?
Well, you don't see any pictures of Mama when she was pregnant, did you? With you.
And said, that's even worse than you're adopted. Because, like, my whole life, my brothers were like, yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, it was a weird day when they brought you home. They adopted you. I don't know why they picked you, but they did. And, like, so that gives the
My
term...
sons are 5 and 7 years older than Megan.
That gives the term, like, FedEx, because there's a movie, Cheaper by the Dozen, where they refer to, like, one of the kids as FedEx, and they say that, I think that they say that he's, like, adopted and was dropped off by
the
FedEx
guy.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, being a box baby is even worse than being called FedEx.
Yeah.
Like, imagine...
Like, your whole first 9 months of life were in a box.
It's like, Mama, you didn't raise me like you raise homegrown Timmy? You raised me in a
incubator?
Where's my box?
Yeah.
Can I see my box? Like, where? And it's like, oh no, we got rid of that box. You got rid of my box? Like, but like,
that was my mother.
Like,
that was my mother.
You got rid of the thing that held me for 9 months that you didn't want to hold me? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, can you imagine the person in charge of monitoring and making sure that those filters and everything that are going on are like, I mean, talk about a responsibility.
Imagine if one day homegrown Timmy's working that
at the filter shop. Yeah. No, because, I mean, it constantly has to be circulating the fluids and the blood and the...
I'm sure in China they've got it figured out that it's all good to go all 9 months. No one has to touch it.
Well, I'm sure somebody has to oversee. I mean, or, I don't know, maybe an alarm goes off and they have some robot that comes over and flips the button of what needs to be done.
Which I'm now realizing I don't mean to make jokes about, like, if you're adopted, your mom, you're just as much as your kid, and, like, if you're someone that had, like, a surrogate or, like, a box baby, you're still a mom. Like, I don't want to be insensitive to the people that can't have kids and have found outside sources for their childbearing purposes. That's not what we mean to pick fun at. I'm just making fun of Box Bob.
The whole concept of it, yeah. But, you know, I guess you don't have to worry about if, like, say you hired a surrogate. You know, you don't have to worry if they're out, you know, screwing around and getting STD or doing drugs or anything.
It's a good thing we don't get a lot of viewers because you guys might have, like, canceled me over that joke, I'm just realizing. But I just meant it for, like... You know, you guys know what I meant by the joke with Box Bob.
Yeah.
I just meant...
And it might not even be a box. It might be, like, round.
I just meant...
a cylinder.
Imagine how funny it would be to be homegrown Timmy and being able to be like, well...
And who told Timmy anyway, so that way he could make fun of Boxy Bob?
Well, because Timmy saw the box.
Well, Timmy was only 2. What does he know? You said they were 8 and 10.
All I know is Timmy knows that, like you said, there was no pictures of Mom pregnant with Box Bob.
That's right.
It's not easy being a comedian and being politically correct.
Right?
Yeah. Thankfully, I think, like, when jokes are intended, people are kind of lightening up on, like, obviously what I said wasn't meant to be insensitive to women with fertility issues. I meant...
We're feeling bad for Bob.
I was trying to talk about sibling bullying is what the root of my joke was. So...
And she actually interfaced it with her own personal story of how your brothers bullied you.
That's what, yeah. Because, like, I'm saying, like, if you're thinking about having a Box Bob, maybe check out the orphanage first. Because I think the orphanage kids are going to get teased a little less, believe it or not, than Box Bob.
I don't even know if they still have orphanages in the United States. I know they still have them in other countries, but now I think they put most of them into like foster care. Do we still even have orphanages in the United States? I mean, there might be a few like Catholic-run ones or something that are private, but I don't think. I mean, you never even hear. I mean, of like, I mean, they used to have them years ago, but I don't think we even have any orphanages in the United States anymore. I think.
Does Box Bob have a soul?
Well, he had two parents at one point that hopefully gave him some soul. He had 9 quiet months. I wonder if they do different things like play classical music for them. You know, the embryos as their...
Oh, his soul is probably made of AI.
Or if they play like a heartbeat. You know, so that, like they would be hearing the mother's heartbeat.
Right.
Or you know what I mean? Or gurgling noises, like you know how your stomach and stuff will make noises. Because I mean, I'm sure
like,
if they're inside there, they hear all your like inside noises. You know.
And like a lot of pregnant women like Taco Bell. And so like that would.
Oh.
How are they going to be able to
pump those scents into the room?
Are they going to be able to is the word synthesize? Are they going to be able to simulate a Taco Bell intestine?
I don't know. Those can be rough.
That's you know, it's never the same twice.
Yeah.
So
and they're not fighting for any space either. So I wonder if the babies are going to be larger.
They're just sitting there like this. Like, I got this whole box to myself.
No, you know, they're not, like nobody's having to expand to accommodate them.
There's no breech box.
There wouldn't be breech, no.
And
because
so,
they just turn the box around.
So the hypothetical, like, Box Bob, just, like, one day after 9 months, they just, like...
You're ready.
Okay, Bob.
So you know the exact
Come
birthday.
On out.
Yeah.
And they just, like, pull it out, and it's just, like... they just... like, what goes on? Like,
I don't know.
If anyone knows any Box Bobs out there...
Well, the first ones are going to be starting to be given to families or whatever this coming year. So
and they might not
already
speak
tested
English.
it. They've already tested it and it works. Well, they don't speak at all when they're born. So
right. Well, it's just like, is Box Bob gonna go through the same struggles that I did? Like, when I was born, I was at a hospital. And,
yeah.
like, I went through, like, a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, I could
because you remember it all.
I could barely see. I couldn't walk for like 2 years.
You couldn't talk.
You
could walk and talk.
Well, it wasn't
like 2 years.
It took like a long time for me.
Yeah, but it wasn't 2 years.
It's just I don't know if me and Box Bob are gonna have like the same struggles that like made me like
who you are.
The traumas that I had, that I went through.
Well, true. Like, I mean, a real baby does. Like, your skull has to, like, compress in. That's why.
Well, and
your
like...
head's in pieces, you know, your skull.
You know, like...
So it compresses in when they're coming out, and then it expands back out.
And, like, to touch on what you were saying, like...
None of those things will have to happen.
I actually had Olympic gymnastic rehearsals... which a lot of you guys actually didn't go through. But before I was even out of the womb, I had to do a somersault and land it.
That's right.
Otherwise, I was going to be coming out like, hey, yeah. Like,
or C-section.
Or, do you guys know how to sail your first day?
Do you know how to do somersaults?
Because
like the day before your...
It was either set C's or learn a gymnastics routine.
Yeah. And
I don't know how to throw up that sail. Still, 29 years later. So,
look, you go.
That's what I'm saying. I think we need to get back to our roots a little bit more, get a little bit more active, start doing a little bit more stretches, because I had Olympic grade potential.
Right.
And it showed from the moment I came out of that Woomy Toomy.
Yes.
That clearly we haven't been
keeping up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can circle back.
I had potentials and was set up for
big
things that Box Bob isn't gonna be.
Shoot, he might be in there. They might give him enough room they can swim laps. He might come out like Mark Spitz.
Oh, shit.
Because, there's no confinement, right? I mean, they just give more fluid.
Huh. So, what you're saying is, me and Box Bob would both be at the Olympics, but for different sports.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have competition?
In theory.
From him. But
I
Box
don't know.
Betty.
That's what I'm saying. Box Betty might be using that space to
practice
her somersaults.
She might be. Her flips. We got to get to the bottom of this, you guys. That's all there is to it.
Science is getting wild.
I love our house.
No Box Bobs up in here. We might take on a Box Betty, though, because I heard she's good at gymnastics.
Yeah. We could adopt a little Box Betty.
Oh. Well, if she's got my genetics...
That's what you do. You
and then is raised in the box.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping her.
Yeah.
Wow.
We could do that.
Wow.
We could sign up for that.
Do you think maybe should we just grow my clone in the box?
Oh, wow. Well, that's the scary thing. They can be doing cloning.
Well, guys, and then do you even need a man if it's a clone?
You can pick one out of... No, with a clone you wouldn't.
Because they just take it, like, from the spine or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Megan, too, will be doing all the food testing. Oh, yeah.
We got to get some more ice cream.
Wait a minute. Guys, in theory, if I could just take a little spinal tissue culture, if you will, and put it in a Box Betty, I could grow a little mini me.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
See, now there's second thoughts on having
You
a child.
didn't name me Elizabeth because you didn't want anyone to call me Betty, and now you're calling your granddaughter Betty.
That's right.
It comes full circle. Well, guys, we're going to be welcoming a little bundle of joy.
I could be a grandmother.
Well, if we could get us a little Box Betty, it might.
Well, and they can supposedly guarantee the gender for you, too.
Because then...
We don't have to worry about getting those, the little testicles.
That's what I'm saying. Then, once again, the women of this household will remain on top.
We'd still be all female household.
Talk about a family vlog channel.
Wow.
Me, Grandma, and Mini-Me.
Yeah. Tatum, how do you feel about a clone?
We clone you, too?
Well, yeah.
And then baby me will get a baby you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That would be something. Do they make boxes for puppies? Of course they do. I'm sure they started doing it with animals first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were doing it with sheep and stuff.
Well, they did it with sheep. They cloned sheep here in the United States.
Yeah.
But then they made them stop.
Tatum, how do you feel about getting a little culture taken? It won't hurt you none. Just for science.
And for us, because that would be amazing.
Anyways, guys, is there anything you wanted to talk about tonight that we didn't that
ice cream sure was good.
Sure was something. I think I might maybe throw some French fries in the oven and have a little cheeseburger leftover situation.
Little cheeseburgers and French fries while you guys will be missing us until we come on again maybe tomorrow. You guys, so go on over and restock up on the money in your things so you can give us gifts tomorrow, because I know you guys really want to. And TikTok wants you to. And then they said they'd push out my videos if you do, and I'd really like that. You know what I'm saying.
Anyways, guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you missed any part of this, or you just missed it all, feel free to jump on over to our YouTube channel where we will be posting up this live over there so you guys can watch it in its entirety at your leisure. And Box Bob will be there. Jane Fonda. We can do that.
And then we'll clone Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda.
And we're gonna do, maybe we might start doing a live, you guys. Maybe we'll do it in the mornings for all you guys. Get your coffee out, and we're gonna do the workouts with the TV.
Twist and shout, turn it about.
Yeah, we both got surgery coming up though, so it might not be till after that.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it'll be kind of like a 2026 goal. Maybe we'll get. Because I gotta work on strengthening a few more muscles. Because apparently they're so weak that intestines are going.
Yeah. So you guys don't have to put your shorts and sneakers on yet.
And if my intestines are going, that means you probably gotta worry about your hip going.
There ain't nothing wrong with my hip yet. Ever.
As long as we strengthen it.
There's nothing wrong with my hips, guys. I'm telling you.
Because they're going to be strong. And they're not going to lie
strong.
To you. I'm on tonight. You know my hips.
And there you have it, folks. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and on Tick and Spock. Have a good night, my friends.